The final reason is testability. Typically, testing a front end is hard. That's why so few teams do comprehensive front-end testing. But React is attractive and noteworthy because its design is very friendly to automated testing. As I mentioned, there's a number of reasons that teams do little to no automated UI testing today. Let's consider a few reasons why. Traditional UI testing is a hassle to configure. You have to carefully wire together multiple open source projects to get it to work. With React, there's little to no configuration required. In fact, if you use a popular boilerplate like Create React App, testing is already configured for you out of the box. Traditional UI tests often require a browser, but you can reliably test your React components quickly in memory using Node. And while traditional browser-based UI tests are often slow, testing React in memory on the command line is fast enough that you can quickly run a large test suite every time that you hit save. Traditional UI tests are brittle because they operate more like integration tests. But with React, you can write reliable deterministic unit tests that test a single React component in isolation. Finally, traditional UI tests are often time-consuming to write and maintain because you have to carefully interact with the browser and the DOM to test the UI. In contrast, React tests can be written quickly using popular tools like Jest and Enzyme. You can easily update your tests too, in many cases with a single keystroke after confirming that your output was changed as expected. With React, the vast majority of your components can be plain, pure functions. A pure function always returns the same output for a given input. It has no side effects. React's functional component style makes it trivial to test your component since it's pure. For example, if I set the message prop to world for this component, it will always output a div that contains the text "Hello World." It's reliable, deterministic, and it has no side effects. It relies upon no global state. And while this is a simple example, this design can scale to highly complex user interfaces. There's a wide variety of JavaScript testing frameworks available, and since React is just JavaScript, any one of these will work just great. But for React, the most popular choice today is Jest. Jest was created by Facebook, and Jest makes it trivial to get started doing automated testing in React. Jest is built in to Create React App. Every time you hit save, it automatically runs any affected tests. This instant feedback can rapidly speed development. Jest also offers unique features like snapshot testing that make it easy to store a text-based snapshot of your component's output. This way, if you accidentally change the way your component renders, you're immediately notified. Here I'm using Jest to write an automated snapshot test. Note that I instantly see feedback on the command line as I hit save, and it finds any new tests I write automatically since it looks for files that end in .test.js or .spec.js by default. No configuration required. And there are well-documented and powerful libraries like Enzyme from Airbnb that make it easy to manipulate and traverse your React components' output. This allows you to write tests that interact with your React components to assure that they operate as expected, and you don't even need to open up a browser since the tests will run in memory via Node. For more on testing in React, check out the testing module in Building Applications in React and Redux in ES6, as well as the testing module in Creating Reusable React Components.